If there is a strategic leader or wise king in the modern day that can be compared to King Solomon of the Bible, it is King Sobhuza II. He successfully used negotiation to gain Eswatini's independence from Britain, leveraging their existing laws and regulations. Later, he established an absolute monarchy, where he held all power, which we will discuss later. He negotiated independence without shedding a drop of blood and established a peaceful nation. He used marriage to unite his nation, marrying over 70 wives from different clans and families to forge key alliances and unite the Swati people. His many marriages, at least 70, helped to bind the nation together by tying all important families to his own clan, the Dlamini, who constitute about 1/4 of the population. This man was highly strategic. One of his sons is married to Princess Zenani Mandela, the daughter of Nelson Mandela and Winnie Madikizela Mandela, linking him to one of the most powerful families in the world. Furthermore, one of his daughters was married to King Goodwill Zwelithini, the king of the Zulu kingdom, and the current Zulu king, Misuzuluka Zwelithini's grandson. Through this lineage, he is connected by blood to the Zulu nation, one of the most powerful kingdoms in Africa. Additionally, one of King Sobhuza's daughters, Princess Sifila Dlamini, was married to King Mayicha II of the Amandebele Wakwanzunza and Nzunza Maboko nation in South Africa, and the current king, King Maboko III of Nzunza Ndebele, is the grandson of King Sobhuza II. This makes him highly strategic, as these two nations are connected to the Swati people by blood. To name just a few examples, King Sobhuza II married into highly influential families. Recently, the current King of Eswatini, King Mswati III, married a daughter of former South African President Jacob Zuma. You can see that he learned this from his father. Let us focus on the life of His Majesty King Sobhuza II and get to know the man behind the Eswatini absolute monarchy in Africa. Welcome to Peak World. If you're new, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Today, we focus on the life of King Sobhuza II. King Sobhuza II was the first ruler of independent Eswatini, formerly Swaziland. He was born on July 22, 1899, at Zombodze in the British Protectorate of Swaziland, to Nkosikati Lomawa Ndwandwe and King Nwanefi. He was given the name Nkotfochni. On September 10th, the infant was named heir to the throne. 4 months later, on December 8th, his father died at the age of 23 during the Nkwala First Fruits Festival. He ascended to the throne as Sobhuza II at the age of 4 months, as it is customary that the throne cannot remain vacant after the royal council has gathered and enthroned the successor. A queen regent, his grandmother Labotsibeni, ruled during his infancy and childhood. The young king attended the Swazi National School as a child. He later attended the Lovedale Institute in South Africa for secondary school, the same school attended by Steve Biko, Chris Hani, and Thabo Mbeki. You can watch their videos on this YouTube channel. Sobhuza II was installed as a constitutional ruler of the Swazi on December 22, 1921. At the time, Swaziland was one of Great Britain's High Commission territories in southern Africa. During the colonial period, Sobhuza II played a mostly ceremonial role and was revered as the traditional head of the Swazi nation. In preparation for Swazi independence in the late 1960s, the British hoped to create a parliamentary system with a constitutional monarchy in Swaziland. Sobhuza II was opposed to this idea. He and several of his prominent supporters formed a political party, the Imbokodvo National Movement, which won all parliamentary seats in the 1967 pre-independence election. On September 6, 1968, Swaziland became independent with Sobhuza II as head of state. During King Sobhuza's reign, Swaziland was an African success story, a model of political and economic stability. He supported foreign investment and management of the mineral-rich country, hoping that such economic development would benefit his own people, most of whom were living in rural poverty. After being challenged by political opponents in 1973, Sobhuza became an absolute ruler and subsequently took all judicial, executive, and legislative decisions. He supported the liberation movements in South Africa, both morally and materially, which caused his country to incur humiliating military attacks by the apartheid regime. Yet, believing in the inherent goodness of mankind, he continued to engage in discussions with the South African government. Sobhuza II succeeded in creating a harmonious and non-racial society in Swaziland. His astute efforts towards a middle road allowed his country to successfully negotiate the difficulties of adjusting to a rapidly modernizing world while continuing to draw on the strength and wisdom of African belief systems and pride in Swazi heritage and culture. King Sobhuza II blended tradition with diplomacy. He embraced modern education but deeply honored Swazi customs and spirituality. He was deeply spiritual and worked closely with diviners, herbalists, and spiritual elders to protect the nation. In 1978, a new constitution was adopted which reflected traditional Swazi culture. An electoral college of 80 members, the Libanla, whose members were chosen by 40 local councils across the country, was established. The local councils are generally dominated by Swazi traditionalists and strong supporters of the monarchy. In 1977, Sobhuza II set up a traditional tribal advisory panel, the Supreme Council of State, or Likoko. Sobhuza II also used traditional social methods to maintain his authority. He was a strong proponent of polygamy. He married into prominent families and is reported to have had at least 70 wives and up to 500 children by some sources. At the time of his death, he had over 1,000 grandchildren. Sobhuza II's clan, the Dlamini, accounts for almost 1/4 of the population of Eswatini. This man's strength is remarkable. Imagine 500 children. Under Sobhuza II, Swaziland was able to maintain good relations with more powerful neighbors, both apartheid-dominated South Africa and Marxist Mozambique. The country developed its natural resources by expanding iron and asbestos mining. Tourism also became an important element of the economy during his reign. The largest man-made commercial forest is found in Swaziland. King Sobhuza II died on August 21, 1982, at the age of 83. He had reigned for 82 years and 254 days. This is the longest verifiable reign of any monarch in history. He was succeeded by one of his sons, Makhosetive, who became King Mswati III in 1986. King Sobhuza II's reign was a masterclass in blending ancient tradition with shrewd modern statecraft. From peacefully securing independence and forming strategic family alliances with over 70 wives to becoming the longest reigning verifiable monarch in history, a staggering 82 years, his life was truly exceptional. He built a nation connected by blood, diplomacy, and a deep sense of Swazi pride. What do you think was King Sobhuza II's most brilliant strategic move? The peaceful independence or the vast family network? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the life of one of Africa's wisest leaders, please give this video a like and subscribe to Peak World for more deep dives into the lives of history's most fascinating figures. Thank you for watching.